end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now a nice play defensively on first down, as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Jacksonville made Christian Kirk the headliner of their 2022 free agency spending spree, and he's one of the highest-paid receivers in the league right now. So what do they expect? For him to get his first career 1,000-yard season and give them big-time production. He gets them a first down right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Come on. Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
Hey, Delta!
From the 25 on 2nd down, Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 22, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go. Hey, let's go. Go, go. Hey, Charlie. Hey, go here.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Hot 70, hot 70. Left wing 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Trayvon Walker in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So his first sack of the game at CD, not his first of the season. He has shown an ability to get after the quarterback here early in his rookie year.
Yeah, and that just goes along with everything else we already knew about him. We knew his ability to tackle and to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. But any kind of pass rush you get almost seems like a bonus. I think they'll use him that way a lot more moving forward.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They go play action with Hurts. Touchdown! Chris Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to them a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the option, here's ETN. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Come on, step. Stop it.
Here's Lawrence.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 39, Lawrence. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The slot man in motion right. ETN up the middle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A give, it's ETN off the option. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Elliott now to have the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Yeah. Hey, jump it.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Here we go.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Let's go now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Well, right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Jaguars. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
An unfortunate distinction for Sanders last season. He had the most yards, 754 of any back in the league, to not score a touchdown. He's still the guy in Philly, though, and he'll get back to scoring this season. Plenty of work available for him in the league's top rushing offense from a year ago.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. On first down, Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Hey, man. Hey, check that. Alert. Check.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Down at the 35. It'll be second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the